unprecedented quality. Twice a European silver medalist on the outside. Anna Ryzakova, how well has she done to make this final with all that's going on back home? Second in the Oslo Diamond League, she can contribute to a great race. Gianna Woodruff, 7th last year in Tokyo. An area record just to make this final. Dalilah Muhammad, the defending champion, the former Olympic champion, the second fastest in history. She looks nervous. The Olympic champion, the world record holder. This is the only title she doesn't own. Her face, a picture of concentration. Femke Bol, the third fastest athlete in history. Bronze in the Olympics last year. Undefeated this season, she's going to need the race of her life to upgrade from third from Japan. Shamir Little, she's the 5th fastest in history. Silver medal back in Beijing, and she's back in the final where she believes she belongs. Rochelle Clayton, a bronze medalist in Doha. She had a PB to make this final. A lifetime best to get in the shake-up. Britton Wilson, NCAA champion. The 3rd fastest in the world this year. What an occasion for her. Wilson, USA in 1. Clayton, Jamaica 2. Little, USA 3. Bol, Netherlands 4. McLaughlin, USA 5. Muhammad, USA 6. Woodruff, Panama 7. Ryzakova, Ukraine in 8. The Olympic champion, the defending champion, and the fastest European the event has ever seen. All 3 Tokyo medalists renewing a rivalry that is helping to lift them and our sport to unprecedented levels. Are we about to witness our first world record of the championship? It's the final of the women's 400-meter hurdles.
Set.
McLaughlin goes in lane 5. Bol just inside her, and McLaughlin pulling away from the Dutchwoman. Remember, they're both undefeated this season. We've got Muhammad going fast on the outside, already past Woodruff and closing down on Ryzakova. McLaughlin's gone storming past Dalilah Muhammad. Femke Bol trying to get in the mix for a podium finish, but this is about McLaughlin, and it's about the clock. Remember, they are the 3 fastest we've ever seen, and McLaughlin is in front by miles. Watch the clock. 51:41 is the world record. This is utterly staggering. Take a moment to savour this. We're watching a once-in-a-generation athlete performing at the peak of her powers, and it is a new world record. Femke Bol takes the silver, Dalilah Muhammad the bronze. People in the stadium are on their feet. They're stunned. They're utterly stunned. And so is she. She has smashed the world record. How could she be that far clear from the 2nd and 3rd fastest athletes ever? We may never see her like again, and we should savour every single second of this. What Warholm did in Tokyo last year, McLaughlin has done and then some here in Eugene. We knew she had a chance to break the world record, but to absolutely obliterate it is extraordinary. Sydney McLaughlin goes down in history as one of the all-time great athletes of any event over any distance. How could she do that to such a high-quality field? She's beaten the defending champion. She's beaten 2 women who have never been beaten by anyone other than her, and she smashed them all. McLaughlin with the performance of the championship, and a moment that will never be forgotten. They say feel the glory here at Hayward Field, and she has, and thanks to her, so have we all. What a night for Sydney McLaughlin.
the noise in the stadium, the passion from this home crowd. They've been waiting for this moment. Sydney McLaughlin doesn't race an awful lot. She won that USA title in a world record. And she said, I love Hayward Field. I love Eugene. It brings out an extra special moment for me every time I perform here. I'm sure she would have been hoping for a world record, but to nip underneath 51 seconds, phenomenal. Rob mentioned comparing that to the flat 400, just for reference, that time would have got her 7th place in the women's 400 metre final we just had. It's like the hurdles just match her stride perfectly. Brilliant. 2nd place there from Femke Bol, equaling her season's best coming into the championships. Converting a bronze in Tokyo to silver here in Eugene.
We thought she might win, but by that much, that quickly? And in Bol, we're looking at a fabulous, fabulous talent. A 2nd silver for Bol, after anchoring the Dutch mixed relay team home to the silver. It was almost bizarre to see her that far ahead of everyone else coming round the final bend, especially when you knew the quality elsewhere in the race. Mohammed should be over the moon with that bronze medal, because she hasn't had an easy season. She's been around a long, long time. She won the World Youth title back in 07, and she's still delivering performances like that. 53.13. That's a fabulous bronze for Mohammed, and Femke Bol upgrading her Olympic bronze to a silver. But that is the image that will be on the front and back pages of all the newspapers tomorrow. 50.68, not over the flat, over the hurdles. That is every bit as impressive as Warholm's world record last year in Tokyo.
It truly is, and when you think, we know that Sydney McLaughlin is streets ahead of the rest of the world in women's 400 metres hurdles. She knows that. It's still stressful. You still got to come and compete and perform. But to push yourself day in, day out, you're your Olympic champion in a world record. Sydney McLaughlin has gone straight back to training and tried to find those extra 1%, those extra 10% to push herself on. You forget she got married this year, Sydney McLaughlin, as well. She's not had a simple year. She's had lots of personal goals going on within her athletic goals, and such a professional executing just a race for the ages.
She's miles clear at this stage. I tell you what was really impressive about Femke Bol, that she didn't panic and try and chase her. If she had done, she wouldn't have won the silver, because she would have had nothing left. Look at the strength of the Dutch woman coming round here, and yet look how far behind she was.
Femke Bol and Mohammed, they would have thought all year, what can we do to get on terms with Sydney McLaughlin? I'm sure there's a part of them that thought they might not manage it, but it will have helped them in the depths of winter as they were training hard. But ultimately, all they could do is fight out for a silver and bronze behind her. And Mohammed, she has said she's had tremendous injury issues this year. It was a hamstring. She couldn't finish the USA. She ran the rounds at the USA's, couldn't contend the final. To turn that round in time for a bronze medal and get 2 American athletes on a podium is fantastic running.
Poetry in motion. There is no such thing as perfection in sport. There can't be, by the nature of what it is. But that's very, very, very close to it.
Sydney McLaughlin said after USA's, when she ran that fantastic time, that world record at the time, she said it wasn't the perfect race. There's more in the tank. And we, of course, we believe her. She knows her body. She knows the stride pattern. She knows what she's capable of. But that much better? Did even she believe she could do that? And if Sydney McLaughlin walks away from this and says that wasn't the perfect race,